Hello, everybody out there on the internet. Quick update video. So things on the channel kind of not going the way that they were supposed to. If you like look at my last update video, I was like, yeah, man, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I got all these plans. Blah blah blah. Things didn't work out, and then that's just like. I mean, I'm still trying to get there. It's like that's the thing. Is like I'm still on the road. I'm not at the destination, but it's like just grinding my way through this like nightmare that I'm in. It's just like closer and closer and closer, but not really, because it's like physically I'm not like getting any closer, but like like all the ethereal vaporous things that are kind of getting me there, So it's like I just gotta get my passport renewed, and that's good. But then I have like more crap. I mean, not more crap, not like an absurd amount more crap, but like just more stuff I've been getting slowly over time. 'Cause, it's I can't just like. I mean, I could just like get all stuff digitally, but like every now and then I get like physical stuff. So I've got like a couple. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I said, it's not like absurd. Like I like like five or six Blu-rays and some other stuff. It's like I didn't. Yeah, like I had finished boxing stuff up, and then I ended up like taking some stuff out. So now all the stuff I had boxed up is like kind of not boxed up, but most of it is. Just a few things aren't. Whatever. I need to make another moving vlog. That was kind of fun. But yeah, man, like just I had the living room so good, and it was like almost done. It was almost done, and now it's not. I just realized that my webcam is like pointing at the ceiling. Whatever. I mean, it's not pointing at the ceiling. It's just at a weird angle, but still got my face in this. I can see the preview. It's fine. Anywho, what this video is about? I'm sorry. I'm like very off topic. That's just the way I am when I do these. So content on the channel. I had said that, oh, I'm going to take a break, 2018, coming back 2019, taking a break, blah, 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 doing all this other stuff, blah, blah. So I stream it on Twitch, and there's like all these achievements that they added and like stuff. I'm not sure if there's an algorithm that like if you have more achievements, you get more viewers or you get more blah, blah, blah. I don't think it, I don't, I'm not sure I know more viewers, but like you get like more exposure when you're in the thingies and the listings as far as like, oh, this person's streaming now, blah, blah. But I've tried to like do some things as far as like yeah, get out like that. I mean, it's way more easier to set that up just 'cause I like stream more now than I do before, and like I don't really do the whole like capture video, edit it, upload it. So it's so to me, the channel has kind of like changed to where it's been more of a depository of all my stream archives. So that's the thing. And then because of that, I need to make a new trailer because that's like basically just changed the nature of the channel, where it's not as much about capturing video, editing it, and then uploading it. Because I haven't edited a video in a long time, and I'm kind of like I don't really wish to edit videos anymore. It's just not fun. To me, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I do like to capture videos though, so it's like I might do that still. But like just streaming it, like when I'm doing playthroughs, like that's the main thing on my channel is playthroughs, and you can just stream it and upload it. Why even bother with like the whole capture edit process? Like, I mean, yeah, on the view, like from the viewer's perspective, it's like, oh yeah, more convenient because you can just skip through all this stuff and blah blah, cut it out, blah blah. But you can just skip over it anyway when you're watching it. It's like, I don't know, man. Anywho, the whole other can of worms. But so I'm on this whole streaming kick tangent thing, and like there's like this, 1,000-hour achievement, 2,000-hour achievement. I'm like. I was looking at the 1,000-hour one, and I was like, okay, when I get to the 1,000 hours, I'm going to be done. Because I'm at 58%, almost two-thirds. But then I was looking at it today, and there's a 2,000-hour one. So it's like, I really want to get these just because it's like, I know I will eventually play that much game of, like, stuff or something. I mean, that being said, it is Twitch, so you could just, like, be, like, IRL streaming crap. But it's like, it's all about the games on my channel and stuff, so... If I can get those, I would just feel like it's more legitimized and be like, haha, I did stream for that many hours. On the downside, it's like I'm not streaming on my YouTube channel, which is like where I actually have a following. So, I mean, that being said, that's like it's weird because I'm looking at all my analytics on my channel and I'm still getting like revenue. So it's like, on the one hand, I should probably just call it quits on Twitch and come back to YouTube. But then on the other hand, it's like, I think there's all these things I want to do. So it's like I still am hesitant to come back like YouTube full time. I still want to like take this year off and like just get stuff figured out. And I think like I think like what I'm gonna do is basically what I've been doing. Like, what I've been doing is kind of like what the channel is now. It's just I'm streaming somewhere else. I take that and I put it here, and it's like, I could still come back and stream on YouTube eventually and go over the whole subscription model, but it's like yeah, it's like I think the more I do on Twitch and I come back, I'll have like all this experience, and then like on the B side of that, it's like I might even like get like affiliate or partner on Twitch, but it's like that's pie in the sky right now. So it's like I just want to get these achievements under my belt, and then like if I don't have it by the time I've done like 2,000 hours, it's like okay, I'm done. Like I'm coming back to YouTube. I have like over 1,000 subscribers. I mean that's not a lot, but it's like enough to get like paid every however much I'm making, however often, yeah, like make that very small amount of YouTube money that I'm making, which is more than nothing. It's a decent amount. So, every time I get an email, I'm like, yeah, it's like free. I mean, it's not free money, but it kind of is because I'm looking at my analytics and it's like all my stuff that has views is like old stuff. Like none of my new stuff is like nobody cares. It's like kind of depressing because like nobody is watching the stuff I'm making now. That's like, oh, anything that's been like in the last 6 to 12 months. Or it's like, I think that's the weird thing about YouTube when I'm like doing it is like the stuff I make and then like the stuff that I want to do and like the stuff I like is not the stuff that I do and people gravitate towards on my channel. It's like on my channel. I guess that's not 100% true, but it's like, if I were to do that, I would just be like stuck playing the old stuff. I would never get to play the new stuff. Like I said in the last video, or not the last video, but the like subscriber what's the word I used? Subscriber celebration or thank you, that one, whatever. I didn't say celebration. Subscriber thank you. It's like, the for most popular series, it's like you got, I mean, Mass Effect obviously, because that was like a big one when I started. I still love Mass Effect. I'd like go back and play it. It's just, I mean, that's a whole like other thing though. It's like, you have BioWare and EA, and it's like EA's about to like kill them because obviously I don't know, man. Anthem. I'm super sad because it's like I don't think it's gonna happen. I think this could be the end for BioWare, but hopefully everything works out. Whatever. Yeah, they had a good run. I mean, Mass Effect. Whatever. It's the Shepard trilogy to me is like one of the all-time greats. Andromeda's a spin-off, and then we didn't get a follow-up, so that's sad. But whatever. So that bums me out because man, Mass Effect is just like up there, like one of my top fives, like just one of the best. So like I could just like go and play Mass Effect over and over, but that's the thing is like I mean I guess it's like the thing with anything though. It's like you're just doing it over and over, and it's like gonna end eventually. Like it's like like one of my friends on Twitch, like he's always playing like Resident Evil. It's like if you can do that and you just like play the same stuff over and over. I mean they did like branch out recently, so it's like they're not just playing Resident Evil, but then there's like a ton of Resident Evil games, and there's always gonna be Resident Evil, like new Resident Evil. Actually, we were talking about I'm getting sidetracked, but we talked about this on the podcast, Aimless Podcast, one time as far as like there are series that are like legendary and just like live on and do not die. And then there's like series that are like really, really good, but because of either publisher interference or like financial, situations or fiduciary obligations, it's like, you can't have, some series just don't live as long because they get killed out in their prime, or they just like are a new IP that flops, or it just doesn't succeed, so they never get funded, there's never a sequel. Like Beyond Good and Evil, like the only reason, I'm not gonna say the only reason, but Beyond Good and Evil was a very beloved franchise, and there's only been like one game, and then we've all been waiting for the sequel or the new one, and we finally get it, and it's like, okay, well, please, hopefully this one's successful, or that could be it. It's kind of like Monster Hunter, dude. It's like Monster Hunter was like obscure, but it was popular, had a cult following, but then Capcom would not put the resources out to put it on like an actual console that was not a handheld. It was like on the DS for so long, or like Nintendo consoles for so long, and it finally came back to PlayStation and like actual proper home consoles, and it's like yes, and it sold like millions of copies, and it's just like, dude, it's just like a up and down, like ebb and flow, like a boomer bust situation of like, okay, what's gonna happen if like you're a fan of a series and it's popular, but then like will it still succeed? So I really hope there's more Mass Effect and stuff for BioWare, and like they don't get like shut down and all that stuff, because like they killed Visceral. Dead Space was awesome. Everybody loves, like, yeah, like there's like very few people. Okay, that's not true, but it's like, I mean, once you get to the third game, people are pretty like what, because you had, like I said, publisher interference. They had like microtransactions and all that stuff, and it's like, I'm I'm trying not to like get too off topic here, but I'm getting too off topic, and I'm totally on my soapbox. Whatever. So you have stuff like that happen, and then so like Resident Evil has been around since like PlayStation One, which by now is like super old, and then like all like the Nintendo franchises are like ancient, and but then they still make them because I mean, it's kind of like the thing I use, like the thing I think about when I think about Nintendo franchises, like I just think about Smash Brothers and how like they have all these games and like these series, but they don't always put them out all the time. Like you're not getting those every year or on every platform. So it's like sometimes you get it, sometimes you won't. And so because of that, I feel like Nintendo has like an advantage if they can just like they've like grown this roster over time, and at the same time they haven't like ran the world dry for the most part. I mean, because like to me, it's like I don't need play another Zelda, and like I've kind of played enough Mario games, like so it's like I still don't own a Switch, but I do like those games. But it's like to me, it's like I'm just waiting for like a certain bundle or price drop or whatever. It's like I'm not gonna pay that much for that because I just I just don't feel like it's worth it. Have like knowing the limitations of the hardware as far as the like the hard drive size is like super small, and if I buy a bunch of digital games, it'll fill it up, and yeah, that's that. So I gotta like wait for that to be addressed. There's still no like issue, or there's still like no news on the Virtual Console, because Virtual Console, man, just on the Wii. Okay, this video has turned into like a full blown. I'm sorry, like I'm very off topic and talking about things like not related to what I was talking about when I was going to talk about this in this video. But whatever, here we are. So yeah, back on Virtual Console on the Wii. Like the thing that I like loved about that is because me as a child, I had a Nintendo Entertainment System. Well, it's not here right now because I guess I boxed it up, but I do have like some cartridges lying around. So I still got like some of these old school Tecmo Super Bowl, like back when I actually played sports games. Haha. Um, like back when I actually played sports games, like back in the day, Nintendo Entertainment System. That's like what I grew up on. And then like I didn't have a Super Nintendo because my sister was like, "Oh, no, Sega Genesis," so we have a Sega Genesis instead. And so I mean, it's not 100% a bad thing because I would have been like one of those Nintendo fan people or fan boys, fan girls, whatever, super fans, crazy people that are just like, oh, okay, not super fans. That's not what I meant to say, but like just a fan. I mean, the term is fanboy. They should be like a gender neutral fan person. The fan people, whatever. Let's just call them the fan people. They're just super like, oh man, I love Nintendo, but I hate everything else. Or not. Okay, not. I mean, they're not all like that. They're just like super cultish and converted like Apple users. Sorry, I had to say it. But they're just like, I love Mario, but I do not like Sonic or any other thing. Blah blah blah. It's just like they're not. And then, to me, it's like it's like mutually exclusive. Yeah, it's not mutually exclusive. You can like all the things. You can like I like Mario and I like Sonic, so it's like I didn't turn out like one of those people because we had a Sega Genesis and not a Super Nintendo, or I've been like probably one of those people. But yeah, anyway, that's what I was getting at with that. So it's like I get the, and then like when I finally got the Virtual Console, I had played a few Super Nintendo games through like an emulator and stuff, but it's like that it's like playing it on like a keyboard is not the same as a controller, dude. So it's like when Virtual Console came out, I could just like use a classic controller to play some of these old games, and it was just like and there's so many of them. Also, like side note, that's going offline soon, so I need to like go on and like buy all the ones I don't have and just like put them on an SD card because like back in the day, I didn't have like super big SD cards like we do now, so I'm totally gonna do that. You just like buy a bunch of the Virtual Console games, just put them on like one SD card. That'll be great because it's like we had like the Nintendo Classic and then the Super Nintendo Classic, but it's like they don't have all the games. They just have like and then even then like the selection. I'm very off topic in this video. I'm sorry. This is like I was gonna name this November update, but now it's gonna be like November update and other things, and I am just rambling about other things right now because I like talking about video games. I guess I should do more vlogs. That's note to self: do more vlogs. Anyway, Virtual Console. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then I didn't have a Super Nintendo, like I said, Sega Genesis, and then Nintendo 64. We chose our PlayStation because, I'm a Nintendo kid. Therefore, yeah, that's the thing. It's like that's like I think that's like a cool thing. Like as gaming has gone on, you can like like if you're like your gaming background in history, you can like tell how you are as a person, like and what the games you are, like and what you play, and like we gravitate towards based on like what you started out as, and like if you're still that way or if you've like grown out of it because it's basically just like based on like how you were as a child. But like for me, it's like I was a Nintendo kid, so Super Nintendo. It didn't have Super Nintendo, but Sega Genesis, and then Super Nintendo. I'm sorry, Nintendo 64. And so I played the crap out of that. That was like my jam back in the day. F and Mario Kart, GoldenEye. Yep, we all know it. Perfect Dark. But that, and then I'm trying to think where I was going with this. I think I just wanted to bring up the Virtual Console thing, but like, yeah, but the Switch. That's what. Okay, I like had to bring it back around boomerang style. I was like, what was I talking about? And it came back to me. Anyway, so yeah, on the Switch, there's no Virtual Console yet, and then they haven't like that's the other thing. They haven't announced a lot of details as far as like their online Virtual Console, yada yada yada. It's like and then I don't trust Nintendo. Okay, that's the other thing. I guess okay. I guess here, thinking about like in my brain, like what am I talking about in the vlog right now? I'm just like, what the f am I talking about? And then I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm talking about all the all the ways Nintendo burned me and why I don't have a Switch now. So that's what I'm going down my list of what's the word called? I have grievances with them, and these are all of them. So it's like Virtual Console is great. There's not one yet on the Switch. And then even then, on the Virtual Console, it was like one game a week or something. It was a very slow drip of games over a very long period of time. That's the Wii in the nutshell right there, my friends. It's like, there were a lot of droughts. There were a lot of awesome games. But then there weren't. And it was like, what the F? This was a trap. I feel I feel like I've been bamboozled, and yeah, they just sold all these things to the casuals and like riding the wave of millions of dollars and money and just and at the same time they had the DS, which was like awesome too. So it's like they just like printing money, and it's just like, yeah, it's not fair. They're not making anything for me. And then like not exactly like the biggest list of games I have from Nintendo that I'm like really a fan of that I really like. And then like the Virtual Console, I was like able to like explore some of those and like discover some of those. Same thing with the GameCube, because I had the GameCube, and I was like, they don't really have that big of a first person. I mean, they do have a first party lineup. It's like they're not very. It's not just like random games from their first party library all the time, or you don't know what to expect. And then like the stuff that they do have, it's like you're very pick and choosy. It's like how you feel about those. Like I played on the Virtual Console, I played Kirby's Adventure. That game's awesome. And then I guess all the other Kirby games are mostly in that style, so they're pretty good. And then RPG, my friend or my co-host on the Game Advisor panel. I'm sorry, co-host on the flippin' Endless podcast, not Game Advisor panel. I've got games on the brain and like other things on the brain, whatever. Anyway. Endless podcast. He's always gushing over Kirby and how it's the best, but yeah, he's right because it's pretty good. I played a few, and they're my jam. Well, they're not my jam, but they're like they're his jam, and like I played them. I was like, oh yeah, he's okay. I can see why he would like you really like these. They're really good. And the Metroid, I love Metroid. I had not played. See, back in the day. Wow, this is just getting into like talking about Nintendo crap in this video. I'm sorry. We'll continue. I will get around to like. I'll just make like a second one. If I could get to 30 minutes in this video and I don't talk about like the stuff I wanted to talk about, which I pretty much did cover the stuff I wanted to talk about. It's like streaming and depository of streams on the channel, and then did I say it? Oh yeah, new channel trailer coming, and then coming in April. I am taking a break, like full stop. Probably. I don't like in my brain. I'm like I want to take a break and do other things, but then I also in my brain I'm like, how long can you go without playing video games, Chris? I know you can go, but I don't think you can. And my brain is like I'm just having all these like thoughts of like, why do I even need to do that? Like, I can do it all. I can play games and do stuff. It's like why stop? Why even stop? It's just. But then it's like a time thing. It's like that's the thing. That's the problem I have now. It's like I spend so much time playing Monster Hunter. I don't get anything else done. So it's like, I guess I just have to go cold turkey. And then April is the month where it's like, you know what, dude. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go cold turkey and then focus on things I'd like to focus on in April. Not gonna say what they are because I don't want to jinx it. And there's like a long list because I've got like a bunch of New Year's resolutions or just a bunch of goals and just a bunch of things. It's like all the time I'm thinking, I'd like to do that. I'd like to try that. I should do that, and I don't. And it's like, oh, why didn't you do it? Because you're playing XYZ insert game here, or now it's Monster Hunter. Next year it'll be something else. It's always something. And it's just, I need to just take a break and be like, let me reevaluate my life and try some other things and do things, and we'll see what happens. Also, I just like really need to get my passport renewed so I can get the F out of here, because have you seen what's been happening? That's the other thing. I mean, I wasn't going to like address this in this video, but man, 2016, wait, 2016? What? No. 2016 was the year before. before all the terribleness, 2017, 2017 changed me, and I am like, yeah, just like psychological trauma, and then it never ends, and I feel like I'm just in like a never-ending nightmare, and it's just like a wasteland. I'm just like living. It's like I'm just surviving. Like I'm just surviving to the point of like I'm never living. I don't even live. I just get up, I go to work, and then I'm saving up money so I never get to spend it on anything and enjoy it. But even if I did, I'd be like, well, it kind of sucks because life's kind of crappy right now. So it's like, yeah. So that was a weird tangent, but whatever. Existential crisis. There we go. Anyway, talking about Virtual Console. I can get off that train because I finished the thought. You know, that was what I was talking about. Nintendo, like the Switch thing doesn't have it, and who knows what they're gonna have? Who knows what their plans are gonna be? Who knows about their online? Who knows? It's like too much left in the air. And on the Wii, like I guess that's the other thing is like on the Wii got burned because it's like remember Smash Brothers Brawl and how the online was like, oh man, Smash Brothers Online is gonna be the first one online. It'll be fun. It'll be great. And then like that was when they had like their first online console. It was crap. It was like I mean, it wasn't crap. It was just like the online was not there. It's like so. It's like a third world country compared to like Xbox Live and PSN. It's not even the same thing. And we're kind of in the same boat where it's like, oh, you have a friend code. Let me send it to you. It's like what? Get the f out of here. It's 2018. Like just there are like standards in Nintendo. And it's like they're not there. They're just like like they're still like behind. So it's just like I don't have time for that. It's like whatever, dude. Um. Now I'm trying to think, why is he talking about the Switch? I don't even know now. I'm just talking, and then this is what happens when I make a vlog. I'm just like, let me talk about channel updates. Oh, by the way, and then like my brain just goes and goes and goes. This is like just yeah. This is why I need to do these once a month and have a chat with Duggan, or else like my brain is just like too too much is like repressed, and it's like my brain is just like, ugh. And I finally sit down to talk about it, and then it's like. Whoosh, just a stream of consciousness all over the place, and yeah. Yep. I don't even know what to talk about for this video, so that's that. I don't think I'm just gonna wrap it up. I'm just gonna wrap it up, dude. Like, talking about the updates, more streams on the channel from Twitch, eventually coming back to YouTube. Maybe in the short term, but probably not, because I want to get that Empire Business achievement, dude. I mean, 1,000 hours is doable, but then I saw the 2,000 hours. I'm like, dude, that's like double what you get to when you're 1,000. That's a years in the making thing. So it's like, I think what I'm gonna do is like, since March is the subscriber celebration and thank you thing, I'm just gonna like stream normally like I normally do until then. And then April is like the break month, so I'm not gonna do anything. We'll see. I will probably I will probably do things, but I will probably like we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Just like that's a whole like, man. The fact that in my brain I'm like even thinking like months ahead now is like, because I don't do that lately. I'm just like trying to get from day to day and just focus on the stuff that's like right there. But now it's like I kind of need plans because that's just how I am as a person. It's like if I don't have something to like focus on, and you just kind of lose the side of the ball, which I've seen in the last 6 to 12 months. And it's like, yeah, man, I'm getting to Canada. Just gotta renew my passport. Still haven't renewed my passport, so that's a problem. So doing that ASAP for sure. And then that's like one thing up the box. But then don't even yeah, that just thinking about it makes me like sad and depressed because it's like that's just like one thing. That's like one thing. I still need like residency and like visa stuff and like like it's just the whole process. It's like dude like why is it gotta be so hard? It's like I'm so close. But that's just like the one thing. It's like yeah, man. It sucks. Anywho. So yeah, March is I think Batman's in the lead right now. Let me check that real quick on the as far as like the what series is the one that everybody wants to see played on the channel for the month. It's in the community section. I'll put a link again. I put a link in the last video where I did this, but it didn't look like it got a lot of views. But yeah, and then also I guess the Monster Hunter. I'm putting those all on a playlist, but right now they're all not on a playlist. They're just sitting there on the channel. So that's the thing that needs to be done. I guess whatever. I'll get around to it eventually because it's no big deal really. I'm looking at those videos and they don't get a lot of views. So it's like whatever, man. Not gonna worry about it. Oh well. Also another thing is yeah, when I did the last two of these, because it's been so long since I made an actual video as far as with my webcam and crap, I completely forgot like how to make it full frame. So there's like a bit missing, but I was like, dude, whatever, man. It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is great when you're part of a team. Yeah. Okay, so on my on my channel on the poll for the what game is going to be featured, the current first place thingy game is Batman. So Batman's got 50%. Master, and I'll be doing video game playthroughs and video game gameplay videos, audio somewhere, as well as videos where I commentate over the gameplay, either live. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? That was weird. Doesn't usually do that. Autoplay. Thanks, Google Chrome. Anyway, so Arkham series is in first with 50%. Pac-Man Championship Edition, it's got 0%. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, 12%. And Mass Effect's got 38%. So there is a 12% difference in between Batman Arkham and Mass Effect. So if you want Mass Effect, you better get in there and start voting. Or, have fun watching me play through a bunch of combat rooms and challenge rooms. And new game pluses and hard modes. Because I didn't even know what I was gonna do with that as far as the structure. So I think what I'll do, because I played through every day, every day. I didn't play through every day. I played through every game on the when I did the last time I played through Arkham series, because I was replaying it again last year. I can't remember why. I think I just wanted to replay it since it was so popular on the channel, since it's been a while. But I didn't do Arkham Knight. So because that's the most recent one, I might just do Arkham Knight, stream that, all the DLC. And then I don't know, man. I'm thinking of playing. I just want to do I think I'm gonna do two things on those. On each game, I'll play through the campaign, and I'll play through the challenges. So it's I'll do the. I was gonna do the hard mode or the new game plus mode, and then do the challenges. But then it's I kind of videos all those things. So it's I think I'll just do the story and then the challenges, and I'm not sure if I'll do combat or stealth first. Probably combat just because it's funner and you can get through it faster. So yeah, and then I'm not. I think, but then it's I already played through all those last year, so it's I'll just do the challenge rooms, I guess, and then there's no reason to play through the story again that soon. So what's the point? Unless I do it on hard or new game plus, but I'm pretty sure I have all those too. So it's yeah. But I might go back and do it. And there's no reason not to, so I might just do it again in chronological order as far as the order the games take place in. So you have Origins, then you've got Arkham Asylum, then City, then Night, and then just go back through and challenges, and then combat challenges, and then Predator Room challenges, and that's that. So if I get through all that, I guess I'll start the campaigns, which is the custom challenges, or something else. I don't know. Maybe. I think I'll also do all the DLC too, as far as the Harley Quinn's Revenge, any of the story stuff that's DLC. I'll go through and play as I play the game. So that's that. I'm almost at 30 minutes here. I think I'll wrap it up. I got way off track talking about other stuff, but that was fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And until you see or hear from me again, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And I'm now signing off.